And everybody, welcome back to another awesome episode of the Careful Boys, where we like to keep it extremely careful.
Very careful. Super careful.
Maybe not, but we have a very, very fun and serious question at the same time that we want to discuss. This came up in a car ride yesterday, and we felt like sharing the depth of, would you guys, I know Bart's in a different category.
Why? What was this about?
Shh, let me finish.
Are we doing Western rules? No. Or Eastern?
Eastern.
Okay. International.
Would you like to have children? If so, how many and why?
Yeah, Bart, would you like to have children?
Yeah, Bart, you gonna have kids?
Now that I have one, I made a big mistake.
Wrong wife, huh?
Yeah. No, ideally,
Thanks for sharing.
I think ideally, probably 2. So we are trying this year. But I think just having having someone that they could play with.
What inspired you for the second?
But didn't you guys say you were done? Why did you lie?
Why did you lie? Why did you change your mind? You fucking played with our hearts on YouTube.
You lied to your audience, you lied to us, you lied to your family.
Son of a bitch.
I'm still stuck on your first forever.
It just shows a lot of character, I guess.
Well, I think that I built a career off the line, so I just want to continue that.
Just keep it going.
What inspired the second?
I think we've always wanted to. We just didn't know. So like the big thing is, you're always trying to this is how I felt like our childhood was. These are some of the things that our parents could have done better. So when you're a parent, you're always trying to go okay, how can we make it better than the last generation, right? So I think for us, from the get, we're we want to have 2. But the minute that we had 1, and we realized raising that 1 is already twice the effort than the way our parents had them, then we're oh shit, with our schedule and just how busy things are, if we have 2, it almost feels like it would dilute the attention of the 1 because of the way we want to raise them in 2022, Because I think back in the day, it was cool to just have kids and then where's the grandparents at? There you are, see you later, I'll see you fucking...
That sounds wonderful.
People still do that, by the way. Hella do that.
But I think, in this generation, people are really trying to be nurturing and be there for them. So I think when we had 1 and reality hit, we're it's gonna dilute attention away from Taika. He's super cool. But just kind of as Gio's about to hit that expiration date.
She's geriatric.
Yeah, we're yo,
Shit
dude.
the wall, bro. Let's be honest.
We're
I found out that a geriatric pregnancy is actually after 33 or something like that.
dude,
34,
Taika was
35.
geriatric pregnancy then.
that's
Yeah, but we're
But to further Joe's point, Gio is geriatric.
yes.
Yeah, geriatric.
So we're we've seen Swiss cheese turn into provolone, and it's about to be blue cheese.
Oh, wow.
We're what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do?
The next thing you do is throw it away.
Yeah, I know. So this is the last year. This is the day old bread phase of it.
It's getting hard. It's getting hard.
It's getting real rock hard, and then you can't really sell tomorrow. So I think this year we're if it happens, awesome. It was in the cards. If not, it's still totally cool because Taika's really cool.
That's tight.
That's cool, man.
What if he wasn't really cool?
Yeah.
Dude, honestly.
What if the second one comes out and you're just fuck, damn, Roe v. Wade just fucking got overturned.
I don't know if that
Roe v.
applies
Wade's back
after they
on,
come out.
Is that how it works?
Man.
Fuck.
Wait, boy or girl?
It doesn't really matter.
If you had to...
Boy, for sure.
Why?
Another boy?
If I could choose, then it would be a boy. Because Taika is such a boy type character. Yeah. I think having a buddy that was on the same wavelength.
You want an exact same...
Isn't that kind of like his cousins already, though? You know what I mean? You wouldn't want...
And that's why. I think that would be cool because he only gets that when we're here. And when we're back in Vegas, I'm man, he's missing that kind of energy.
There's no, boyish boys in Vegas?
Nope. Boys? What do you mean?
Like his friends?
Yeah, when you say,
school friends?
we're talking about, he only gets that with his cousins?
Oh, I mean at home, in the home environment. At jujitsu, yeah, he's boy and girl, they're all having a good time. School, having a good time. But in the home environment, he doesn't have the
Boy camaraderie?
Yeah, fucking just wrestling the roof for no reason.
Yeah.
And fucking I'll smash your Legos and you smash my RC car.
Doesn't he have you, and aren't you the exact same mental
much.
capacity when you guys usually hang out?
Yeah, right now I'm probably his buddy. But then you get tired sometimes, So you're it'd be cool if you're able to go here. I go to Gio's brother's house, and I go in because he got 4 kids, and I'm expecting he has a fake titty out to breastfeed, and he has to do this, and he's washing dishes. I go in, and this fool's just there watching old school military documentaries and shit, and I'm what the fuck? And
I heard that's the good thing about having multiple
all
kids.
the
They
kids
just play
taking
with
care of each other.
That's kind of tight.
And then like you see like these two kids fighting already, right? And they're like both 4. The older sister, who's like only 8, already knows how to sort the problem. Like she's on her iPad, and the 2 kids are like, okay, cool, and they just run off. You know, like it has so much more chain of command before it requires the parents.
Plus, I think you're a good example of this. Only children are pretty weird.
That's very
Big
true.
time weirdos.
Yeah, I'm weird as fuck.
It's because only childs they don't have to compromise for shit. They get everything they want.
A lot of attention.
They got all the attention.
Yeah.
They don't know how to fucking share.
I feel like they're late all the time as well. Not Bart. Some of my other friends who are only childs, I'm like, dude,
Always
I don't want to
late?
hang out with you anymore, dude.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, you guys are ruining it.
Are you gonna do kids, Joe?
Oh, hell yeah.
Do 'em.
I would have already.
You got him. Got him. Got him. Leave it in. Leave it in. Leave it in.
You just got.
Here's my job.
Over.
Here's my. No, I'm just kidding.
JK's over now. I admit it.
What for that 6-minute mark?
dude.
Dead to rights. You're going down, you son of a bitch.
If to me, it's always been a money thing, right? If I had mad fucking money, like a trust fund kid or whatever, and I was just never worried for the rest of my life, fuck, dude, I would already had like 10 kids that I didn't have to take
That's where
care
you would
of.
spend your money on?
No, I just feel like I don't want to be a deadbeat dad in that way.
So he wants to be able to afford childcare, so when he leaves
I
the
don't
way it
care.
is.
You
Yeah.
don't want to be present, you just want him to be provided for.
I'm a 1950s dad. So like I'll pay for it. I want to
Take care of my son. Take care of my son.
Your kid has the flu, you're like, you give him a cigarette? You'll be fine.
Stop being a pussy.
9 out of 10 doctors.
In his mind, I'm gonna lose 3 anyway.
Yeah, I think that would be pretty cool. But the logical side, the reasonable side comes in, and they're like, and I just see like Bart and like all my friends with like kids and shit. I'm like, fuck, dude, that is just a lot of like personal sacrifice that I'm not ready to give just yet. But thank God, Hannah's not geriatric yet. We got a couple of years.
Still in the Swiss cheese phase.
Swiss
Not
cheese.
blue cheese yet.
So I might create and do cream pies, but we'll have to take year by year. We have to see. We're still growing this relationship. It's still new, you know. But if I did have the money though, probably been fucking busting nuts first week without birth control easily. Yeah, multiple children with fucking baby mama suing me. That would have been my life.
I'm glad you're still doing cream pies though. That's good.
I know.
It was either or. It was either children or cream pies. You know what I mean?
Maybe I'm just not a potent human being because I fucking did a lot of cream pies.
Yeah.
I got very lucky.
You should just be a baker.
I'm a cream pie donut kind of guy, but like
Oh god.
very.
Anytime
yeah.
you bring donuts to the
Joe's house is called Winchell's.
Open 24/7, baby.
I do think.
But real talk though, I do want kids. Like I fucking love the energy of a. I just like people, right? And then that
And
like
if they're small, even better.
even better because you can just pick them up and fucking toss them and throw them and kick them or whatever.
You like small people?
Oh, but
We all do. We all do.
You like punting children?
just having the energy of a lot of just human beings in the house, it makes it lively. Yeah. And I always grew up with that. Like I had in my family, it was my mom, my dad, my grandma, my brother, me, and then we'll always have guests or family members over. And then at one time we had my aunt and her family in one fucking house, and that was one of the funnest memories I've had. And I think that energy is just so much more different than an empty house of just like some people who are introverts love that shit, but for me, I like chaos. It's just
gonna say,
you
it
wake
sounds up and
and it's
chaotic to me.
hilarious. There's just never boring, you know. There's a lot of stimulation, and yeah, and then also like right now might be a burden, but I think about the future where I'm a grandparent, and then the holidays are around, and then you just see your legacy. You just see all these people just fighting over the dinner table, and you're laughing. Yes. And you're just like, this is what I made.
That's why I could see you being an uncle.
Yeah.
I could see you being Uncle Joe. Like you're Uncle Joe, so you would just show up for the for the Christmas and be like,
Everyone's
oh,
fighting.
Here kids, here's some fucking firecrackers, have fun. Watch this from the side.
It is harder this generation, I feel like, compared to the last, because in the last one, it's like the sentiment is the minute you have kids, you give up your life for your passion, and it's all about them, right? Like I definitely felt that from my parents. Like the minute they had me, like it was their focus was on me. But I think in this generation, where there's a lot about what's your identity and like what your passions are, and people they go, I gotta go find myself and fucking whatever, right?
That's true, 'cause
Finding
they're
yourself's
all
not even a concept before.
Yeah, they're all thinking survival.
Yeah, and
that's
so
all.
now-
There's nothing else.
Yeah, so now if the minute you have a kid, you're like, oh shit, now you gotta split your pursuit in 2 channels. So my friends that are my age that say they don't want kids, I'm like, I totally get it too. Because if you're not done pursuing what you want to pursue, the minute you have a kid, it's gonna like put the brakes on it.
And I kind of like that too, because I kind of like that people are also not feeling like they have to have kids as like a box to check.
Yeah.
As like a thing where they have to like, oh well, I just gotta have a family now. That's what I have to.
Yeah,
do.
even though I'm an alcoholic, guys, I have to do this.
Or
the
it's
last
like, I think
generation.
it'll fix the marriage if we have a kid.
Yeah.
You know, like that shit.
Oh
I'm just
my
like,
god, we know people like that.
That usually works.
Yeah, so I'm just like, it's kind of better because now I feel like a lot more kids won't have to like exist in that space, which is like what raised a lot of very interesting but maybe a little fucked up people that we currently know. So
I have a question for Joe specifically. If you guys have kids, are you gonna raise them British or are you gonna raise them American? Dude?
goddamn American.
So we talked about that.
Geographically and culturally too.
Yeah. What kind of accent are they gonna have?
So, healthcare in the UK is free, and their fucking birthing program, all that shit is pretty sick. Cause out here, since it's a business, they just try to crank out babies.
Yeah.
And then so they encourage C-sections way better, you know, all that. Out there, it's completely free, and then they take as much time as they need to do the process good. Like that, when the baby pops out, the mama gets to fucking hold the baby, all this shit, and then like they don't just rush you out of the hospital.
Yeah.
So it's a different vibe. And I was like, but if you do fucking all of this like, you know, socialized care, isn't it like cheaper quality? And she goes, no. It's like the school system here in the US, right? So some neighborhoods are rich, so the school system, even though it's public, it's sick. And in some places are poor, so the hospitals, or it's the same concept out there. So you are in a good neighborhood, you have a good hospital. And I was like, all right. And then the other thing is, she has a huge fucking family. Huge, right? And then so she has 3 brothers. And on top of that, hella cousins, hella aunts, all that. And they're all down to help. For me, I have a geriatric ass mom. Fucking practically a fossil at this point. She lives in Japan, right? I have some family members here in America, but I don't know how I'm gonna do that. So for the first one, we're like, UK is probably the place to be, but we'll see after that and see like all the possibilities of like fucking maybe doing it in every state. So we have a kid with a different accent every time.
But think about the downside of that, because your kid having a fucking accent, you can barely even understand what they're saying. That could be really bad.
Especially because they're Northerners, so they don't even speak like fucking London British Harry Potter peoples. So I'm just like, what the fuck are you saying, you Peaky Blinder bitch?
They're like, Pop, I'm absolutely gutted.
Birmingham.
Yeah.
I'm pulling out of this fort.
You're gonna teach your children white privilege because they're gonna be lucky.
I'm gonna hate my colonial ass fucking halfers, dude. Halfers? Dude, they're like, well, you know what? Japanese were colonists too, so I guess, fuck, I'm
it's kind of romantic, right?
Yeah, that's true.
It's a little poetic.
Yeah, I guess so.
You should just name your kid Colony or something.
Colony?
Colin.
Colonial, just to make it clear.
Colonizer.
What about you, Nick?
We talked about it. We're
And you guys been married for a long time.
I think your relationship is the longest one here, huh?
Nah, you guys probably have. Well, we've been together for like 12 years. But a lot of the first beginning of our relationship was like, you know, we were still like young adults. We were fucking babies ourselves too, you know. So, you know, we were thinking about maybe in a couple years trying. But I think Tiff really wants to have a baby.
How many?
Be like 1 or probably 2. Maybe but you just never know how fucking life shakes out.
You never know.
Just say it, dude. What do you want, man?
Yeah.
I want kids. I think it'd be
How
cool.
many?
Like 2. I think 2 would be good. Yeah, 2 would be solid.
That's good.
Yeah, it seems manageable in my head. But then again, I've never fucking had a kid, so what the fuck do I know?
That life's crazy. Like
Yeah.
Jill's brother, they were trying to have kids for I think like 8 years.
Whoa.
Right? Nothing, and then they're like, "Fuck, man."
8-year cream pie?
Yeah, and
lit.
then, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
So like the boy came, the girl came, and then twins.
Wow.
And he's like, "Holy shit!" Fuck
Yeah.
is going-" It's like trying to get the sauce machine when it doesn't work, and also the
You're at the vending machine and you're trying to like knock out your like stuck like snack and then it like falls over.
Or you break the glass.
Oh god.
because they're about to accept it. They're like, I guess it's not for us.
Yeah.
And then it was like,
It's funny how that works, right?
That fool was playing Jenga with his fucking birthing process, man.
Once again, Ryan with the rich people problems though. He's like, yeah, what am I gonna do with all these snacks for free?
Like, give them to the homeless, Steve. I help.
Boy or girl first if you had to choose.
I honestly don't really care. Tiff has more of a preference.
But what about even by 1%? Even by 0.1% though? You don't care.
In my head, a boy has its own particular issues, and then having a girl has its own particular issues.
Obviously.
Which set of issues do you want to deal with, though?
Nick's deflecting again. I thought you opened up. What happened?
I really don't
0.1%
care.
better? What's 0.1% better? Than?
One's complaining, one's gonna break shit.
Yeah, exactly. Like to me, it's like fucking. It's right down the path. You know, it's like it's. They're both gonna be pains in the asses in their own ways. So it's like a split. It's like it cancels each other out. But Tiff wants a boy.
I don't want girls, right? But I think they're very useful. So the first one, I would say girl, because they're gonna take the burden off of you for being the third parent.
I think so too.
First one's the girl.
I've seen it
then
happen.
Yeah.
Rest of them,
100%.
girl, boy, girl, don't fucking matter, dude.
What if that girl's a piece of shit? Like, she's just super selfish.
Then you fucked up as a parent, right?
Yeah, you did.
Then you fucked up.
I've never seen it where a girl doesn't fucking kick into gear and treat her siblings as Barbie dolls.
Yeah, for real. For real. It happens. That's what happened to my sisters.
So Tiff wants a boy.
Yeah, I don't care. I would like to have a balance. I would like to have one of each in a perfect world, but I don't care which one comes out first.
What if his boy comes out first? Boy wants to be a fighter. What are you gonna say?
Be like, you better pick something else, dude.
Why?
You better pick something else.
Why?
Or if we do it, if my kid wants to be a fighter, we gotta do it the fucking right way. Like we're gonna be doing, like we're starting at like 4 years old, and we're gonna make this kid fucking legit.
Gotta
but at
move
the
to
same time,
Dagestan or something.
yeah, we gotta go to Dagestan, bro. I'm gonna get the fucking chin strap beard and everything. I'm gonna speak Russian.
So you're not gonna push them into fighting and all that.
Nah, bro. Like
I think I'll push him, but he's gonna have nothing but fight posters all over the wall. He's gonna have all of his fight friends come over all the time.
Like both of my kids, no matter what, both of my kids are gonna do some sort of martial art. They're gonna be wrestling. They're gonna be doing jiu-jitsu. Like they have to be competent in that. Like that's a prereq, no matter what. Boy or girl, don't matter. They have to have those skills already. I don't care if they read, but like they have to learn how to grapple and protect themselves.
Yeah, but they can beat up nerds who can read.
Exactly, and that's when it works out, dude. Because I can't help them with reading. That's when Tiff comes in.
You don't know how to read. You got punched in the head too many times.
I was hooked on phonics when I was in second grade. You know,
Hooked on backshots to the head.
Some of their genes are really strong, man. Like I think like Taika just has like this funny gene because like now he understands timing and stuff. Like at night, well, me and Jill put him to bed. Right, we sing our ABCs, whatever, and then we turn off the lights. And then right before we leave his room, he goes, "Hey," we're like, "What?" He goes, "Good night, Bart and Gio."
A little pause.
I'm like, hey,
Who's the sitcom? Who's writing the sitcom?
he is a sitcom kid.
I'm like, "What the fuck, dude? This guy's crazy, man." I'm like, "What?" He's nuts.
What about you, Anthony Lee? You over here asking all these goddamn questions?
You're the provocateur here. Ask all kinds of shit.
Making me
people.
sound hot right now. I would love to have children. I would be so blessed because I too have friends that like have been trying and stuff like that. Maybe haven't seen that type of success yet. Would love to be completely honest. I would love to quite soon. You know?
Like within the next 3 years soon?
Yeah, for sure within the next 3 years. Totally, because I'm geriatric. You know what I'm saying?
You're not geriatric.
I've been having kids since 33. I'm geriatric.
Guys can be like 70.
65 technically, but
As long as we're
Joe's
oil men.
geriatric.
As long as we're oil men.
Yeah. I would love to have at least 2 kids as well. I grew up with only one older sister, so I only know a 2-kid in the family situation. I agree because I had an older sister. I feel like I would want a daughter first if I had to choose, if I had the choice. In the same way, I think that a girl would be
older brother
way more
just
helpful.
fucks with you non-stop.
That's very true.
Yeah.
You're
But
just
I would
the entertainment.
But I would not mind a boy first. I think even the idea of a bigger brother to watch over a younger, because I would die if I had like a fucking daughter. That would be like the illest. I think God would be like, Anthony, you deserve a daughter for all your fucking stupid thoughts. So
true.
I deserve it.
True.
But I think I would love
Sex haver's curse.
love to have a daughter and be like, have that daddy's girl kind of like relationship. But it doesn't really matter what order as long as it happens. I also think that because I only had a sister, I like ended up like subconsciously creating an all guy crew dance team and like found brothers like as like surrogate family members.
Yeah, for real.
So the idea of having multiple like boys in a household or something like that is also fucking exciting to me, but I have no idea what that's like.
All boys is nuts though. It gets crazy.
You know what my ideal scenario is, honestly? Do you follow MMA a little bit or no?
Just a little bit.
Are you familiar with the Diaz brothers?
I'm familiar with Nate Diaz, but
I would love to have a set of Diaz brothers. Those fools are obnoxious, but if you fuck with any one of them, they got each other's back. Like there's this reporter that asked. So at the time when Nate didn't have as many losses, they're interviewing like Nick, like
older brother.
if you guys were to fight, like who would win? And I think he slapped the mic out of that guy's hand. Why would you ask a stupid fucking question like that?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I would ask that question. That's a good question.
yeah, but the reporter got fucking scared. I'm like, that's that true brother love right there.
That's like that insecure weird shit.
I was like, that sounds like mental illness there.
I like that kind of mental illness.
How about you, Steve?
Oh yeah, we want to have kids for sure, but we go back and forth so often. We just moved to Vegas. It's like paradise. Like I feel like we live in a resort now, so it's like, God, do we want to fill this house with the screaming baby? You know?
So it's like vacation mode mind instead of like family mode mind.
Or you could enjoy it for a few more years.
I mean, yeah, we'll see, because it's getting to that point like geriatric pregnancy shit where it's like, man, we don't want to.
She's not blue cheese though.
We don't want to tempt fate. No, I mean, she's not like the bread you can't even give to the homeless people yet, like Gio. But that day will come. Yeah. That day will come.
you can't have a kid get in the way of a poker career.
No, exactly. There's so much cool shit going on.
She's just getting
going.
Dude, how fucking gangster would that be though? She's just fucking breastfeeding at the table and just fucking.
That's a fucking ball.
That'd be an insane. Like it could be even part of her like strategy.
She's just putting chips on her belly.
Knowing my Nikki though, she will go all in on motherhood.
Good.
But she'll give up on what she's really enjoying, and I wouldn't want that. Yeah. So
It's a shame she's not more like neglecting, you know?
no, she's a psycho, bro. When she goes in on something, she goes like all the fucking way in, jackhammers it. So I don't know. Well, it's gonna take some time because we're still really enjoying shit right now. So yeah, we'll get there. Or we'll adopt, or we'll freeze our eggs, or whatever.
Ain't no pressure, no? Or pressure, either or.
Yeah, I don't care. I mean, we joke about this all the time, but we kind of just want to have a kid just to see what our baby would look like, and then have somebody else raise it for a couple years, and then pick it up when it's like cool. Like when Taika got fun, Taika was so fucking boring at first.
That's one of our strategies.
Yeah, and then but with it picking Taika up when he's like 4 years old and 5 years old and having fun.
Just with no connection to you at all. Just.
The first 2 years,
He's got
it's
jokes.
kind of whack, dude.
Yeah.
First 2 years, like this.
Just a fucking dumb worm that you got.
crying. You don't know what. Now he has a sense of humor.
Can't
He likes
open
to
his eyes.
antagonize mom with me. It's way better.
All my nieces and nephews is the same shit. It's like they were so fucking boring, and then now they're really fun.
You're just sitting there and there's fucking this drool coming out. You're like, what the fuck?
Dude, even day one. So like, my first niece was born, and we go there, and it's like, wow, this is crazy, and then it's like, does it do a trick or anything? It's just laying in a blanket.
I'd rather have a cat.
Yeah.
Did Ryan answer?
No.
Answer.
No, I don't want kids right now.
There it is.
Credits.